Hello my gala gamers, it's your truly Dreadhead Gamer Girl. It's a great day to have a great day, and I hope that's exactly what you're having. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is JL and I'm a Sims content creator. So guys, before we hop on into this video, I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on with the Dreadhead Gamer Girl world. So as you can probably see here, we do have brand new overlays for the YouTube videos. I'm also using my AirPods as headphones now just because they're a little bit more sleek and subtle. That's the same over on Twitch. We do have a few updates and additions over there. The link to my channel is always in the description below if you guys were curious. But yeah, like I said, I just kind of felt like I needed some changes. I love the old border and stuff that we had, but to me it just made the surroundings look a little bit darker. So if you do see some new changes over the next few videos and on my social media in general, that is why. We're just doing a little bit of a facelift on the Dreadhead Gamer Girl brand. But anyway, getting into the video, today we're going to be doing something super fun that I've never done before, and it is ranking all of the Sims 4 packs. So as many of you have probably seen a ton of these videos, but I wanted to put my own input on based on my type of gameplay and share it with you guys. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get gaming. Alrighty guys, so here we are jumping straight into it. We are in TierMaker where I have this template all laid out for us. We have can't live without, good, meh, child, and just no. So again, before we get into it, I want to make a disclaimer that this is based off of how I play The Sims 4. Some people love occults and all that extra stuff, drowning kids in pools and, well, not kids, but you know, Sims and pools and all that. I am a family gameplay realistic player, so that is how I play my game. But without all the mods and stuff, I'm going to break these down on what my favorite packs are, all the way down to what my least favorite packs are. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first pack we have is cats and dogs. I'm gonna put cats and dogs in good. For this reason in particular, I love having pets. I have plenty of pets in real life, but I don't know, when it comes to taking care of the pets and cats and dogs, it just takes up too much of my time, and I just end up not feeling like taking care of pets, and I never create them anymore. But if we're talking about gameplay, build and buy mode, I should have mentioned this earlier, but gameplay, build and buy mode, and just the pack overall, playability is another one. And replayability, should I say. But with all of that, I think cats and dogs is really good. If there was one more tier in between can't live without and good, I would probably put cats and dogs there. But I do love cats and dogs, don't get me wrong. Ooh. I kind of feel like all of these expansion packs are gonna be in the same tiers for me. I think I'm gonna put city living. Oh, that's kind of hard. Again, I kind of wish there was a tier in between good and can't live without. I'm going to put city living and can't live without. And hear me out again. The reasoning for me putting city living and can't live without is the bare fact that I love apartments. I know that, what is this pack called again? Eco Lifestyle does have apartments as well, but this is like the city life apartment. Yes, this pack could be a little better, but overall, I feel like I love this pack. Based on the gameplay, it has quite a lot. The build and buy mode, I actually really do like. And the replayability, always having apartments, I'm down for. And the karaoke bars and the singing, and the busking. So yes, I'm gonna put city living and can't live without. I'm gonna keep her up there. Discover University. I'm gonna put it in good. I feel like this pack could have been a lot better than it was based off of what I played. Plus, it's really glitchy for me. My sim never goes to class when they live on campus, so I can't really have the campus life. Another big thing that came with Eco Lifestyle, or not Eco Lifestyle, with Discover University is bikes. I don't use bikes too often. If I'm being honest, the Sims are just kind of slow getting on and off of them, and it takes up more time than just running somewhere or teleporting. That's just my opinion. I do like bikes for decorative reasons. The kegs are pretty cool. What else came in this pack? Going to college is pretty fun, but again, I really only do it on my home lot, and I kind of don't end up doing it a lot. So I'm going to leave that in good. I really do like the pack, but they're better to me. Same. Ooh, hoo-hoo. This is getting hard. I'm going to put this in meh. And that was actually really hard for me to do. I love the concept of get famous. Do not get me wrong. Being able to be famous and have a celebrity level, all that stuff is really good to me, but I felt like they could have done this pack a lot better. Build and buy mode, there are some nice items, but if you're not looking for like the really expensive items, there aren't too many that I love, I believe. I'm trying to think of the packs in my head. I do like this pack, but it could be better. The world, it could be bigger. That world should have been a lot bigger. There should be more ways to get famous and more in-depth ways to get famous. So I'm gonna put this guy in meh. Again, I love the pack. It just could have been better. Eco lifestyle. Oof. This is the last expansion pack before, what is this expansion pack called? They have so many packs, my brain can't keep up. What is this? This pack, Mount Komorabi. I can't remember what it's called. Snowy Escape, that's what she's called. This was the last expansion before Snowy Escape. I do like this pack, but I'm really trying to think of how much I use it. It's between meh and good for me. I'm gonna put eco lifestyle in good. So I've been playing the Zombie Apocalypse Challenge, and having like off the grid and all the additions with like the water thingy, the water collectors, the generators, all that, it is very helpful in certain aspects. Like I said, a Zombie Apocalypse Challenge versus just like a legacy challenge. That could be two different areas for people. You know, I hate the bugs, I'm not gonna lie, just because I think they just creep me out and they're just all creepy crawly. But overall, Eco Lifestyle is a very good pack. Their build and buy mode is nice. I don't really use like I love the dumpsters. I don't really use like the fabricator or anything too often, but they are helpful when they are needed. The cast is pretty well put together. So I'm gonna keep eco lifestyle and good. I think I can agree on that. Get together. This may be the most controversial pack on The Sims. Maybe. I don't know. Get together is the easiest thing for me. I cannot live without Get Together. Get Together is so amazing. First of all, Windenburg is the most beautiful, probably if not in the top 3, the most beautiful world. Windenburg is gorgeous. The style of it is so much fun. The clubs you can use for anything, especially if you do have mods. You can add additional people to the club. Do whatever you want in the club. I don't know. Clubs are amazing. The dancing is super fun to me. So is the music. The DJ career. Well, I wish the DJing could be a career. That is one thing I would say about Get Together. But the cast and the build and buy mode for Get Together, like, it's top 3, if not the best to me. I love Get Together. And when people say they don't like it, it just blows my mind because it is such a good pack. And it's one of the best packs, even though it was the second. It was either the first or I believe it's the second pack. This second expansion pack introduced to The Sims 4. I think Get to Work was first and then Get Together. Or I could be wrong. But I know it was one of the first 2 packs. And the fact it's one of the best expansion packs, even dating to the newer ones. I love Get Together. Don't come for me. Okay, next we have Get to Work. I'm going to put Get to Work in good. The concept of having retail stores is amazing. I do get kind of bored with it sometimes, but if I want a retail store, Get to Work is amazing pack to have. Build mode, I'm trying to remember what build mode looks like. I should have had these packs like pulled up so I could look at what they have. But build mode is nice, I think. Hospitals, that's nice to have. So is the police station. I guess, well, police officers really don't come. But like those 2 careers are pretty fun to have. The fact that you could have babies in the hospital, I do love that when I feel like going. So overall, Get to Work is a good pack. And if you love the rags to riches lifestyle gameplay like I do, Get to Work is going to be great for you. You could do paintings, you could do pictures, you can do like I'm doing right now. On Twitch, we do have a Rags to Riches where my sim finds things from the garbage, from fishing, or like just finding items, and he fixes them and sells them in his retail store. So I think that is super fun, and Get to Work is the reason I'm pretty much able to do so. So Get to Work is on good note with me. Seasons needs to be right here. I know I said Get Together was one of my favorite packs. Probably my second. I think those 3 top expansion packs are probably third, second, and first place in that order. Seasons is the best pack, hands down, in this game. Sure, you don't get a world with it, but you get summer, winter, fall, and spring. I don't know why I just skipped over like that, but having seasons in your game is a life changer. The what is it? The schedule? The calendar is what it's called. The calendar is amazing. I use it all the time. Add my own holidays and events. I love the calendar. Cass is beautiful. The things that come in that Cass pack or pack with Cass, they're universal. Every single game. I use the items all the time. And don't get me started about build and buy mode. The swings, so amazing. The little toddler pools, the water bucket with water balloons. I don't use that one too often, but when I do want to use it, it's nice. All I'm saying is that Seasons is the best expansion pack and the best pack in this game. And that's just my opinion. But I feel like a lot of people do feel that way. You could be an occult player or a family player, and Seasons is just right there where everyone wants it. So Seasons is in Can't Live Without for sure. Okay, so this one is going to be a little hard for me to judge. I'm not going to lie. I bought this pack. This is Snowy Escape. Now I'm remembering the name. I bought the pack and I have barely played it. It has been out for about 2 months now. I bought it a few weeks after it came out, and just based on the gameplay that I've been playing on here on YouTube and over on Twitch, besides playing in these 2 places, I don't really play The Sims off camera. But based on what I have seen, dang, this is going to be hard. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I'm going to have to put this guy. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to put it in Can't Live Without. Again, based on what I've played so far. I haven't even touched the surface on this game, let alone lived in the world. The hot springs, the sledding, the new world, amazing. But build and buy in Cass is so good. Their hairstyles and build items and clothing are worth the whole pack. They're worth the whole pack to me. I've barely gotten to the gameplay and I already love the pack. I use this pack to build, and in Cass, at least 1 item per household or build I'm doing. So far, I can't live without this pack. And I love it. Okay. On to the last expansion pack that we have in the game. This is pretty easy to me. It's not as easy as I think. That was really hard to do. That was very, 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 very hard to do. Because when they announced this pack, I was over the moon. Over the moon. But now that I play the pack and have the pack, I don't use it as much as I wish I did. Don't get me wrong. Now that we can have rental worlds in any world, or rental lots in any world, it makes it so much more fun. But at the same time, I feel like that should have already been with this pack. So since it wasn't, I kind of forgot about the pack, and then they introduced the rental lots in all worlds, and I was like, oh, okay, Sulani gets an upgrade. But I'm still in the mindset that I don't use it very often. So it's in meh to me. This pack could have been so much better. But I do love a lot of this stuff gameplay-wise, and build and buy, and Cass. So I wish there was something in between meh and good, but unfortunately my heart must say meh for this pack. Because even jet skis, I don't use them often, if at all. I do love like the little pool floaties. I love those. I do sometimes. I rarely go to Sulani, I'm not going to lie. I mostly just build vacation homes there for when my Sims, if we're doing like a legacy challenge or something, and I want my Sim to own a rental home, a vacation home in Sulani, just as an accomplishment, excuse me, in their life, I'll do that. But this pack could have been so much more better. But what we did get, is still good, per se. All right, now we are moving on to game packs. And I'm going to be pretty blunt with these. Again, I am a realistic and family player. Oh yeah, mermaids came in that pack too. Sorry, backtracking. I don't make mermaids because I don't like occults. That's just how I play. So, when it comes to game packs, it's going to be the same exact story. So, first we have, what is this? What is this one called again? Realm of Magic. We're going to put it in child. Only because I don't own the pack. I've watched, whenever a new pack comes out, I watch plenty of videos on it, determining on if I want it or not. And this was not one that I felt like I wanted. I don't like occults, again. So if you're into that family life, realistic life, you probably agree with me. But even if I did like them, everything that came in that pack really wasn't that exciting. I watched, again, a lot of LPs and overviews on it, and I can live without it. So, and I do live without it every day. So it's going to stay in child for me. I'm not going to go too in depth with it because I don't know how to go in depth. This one, I don't even need to look at it to put it where it needs to be. No. The answer is no. Again, very controversial. Nowadays, I would probably move it up to child, but just the existence of it makes me mad. So it's going to stay where it is at just no. But the reason I would agree that it might move up to child is because I watch a lot of James Turner builds and just other people who build. And when they do use like the, the debug items, or even just some of the build items in this pack for industrial type of builds, they do have some good items. That's all I'll give this pack. That's all I'll give it. Moving on. Dine Out. Dine Out is good. I can live without Dine Out. Maybe. I could live without Dine Out, but if there was a category in between, I would put Dine Out in there. People always complain about how buggy Dine Out is, and maybe because of the amount of mods that I have in my game to fix it, I don't have those issues. But if I didn't have mods, I may agree with those people. But since my game runs the way it does and I don't have problems with Dine Out, I love this pack. I love not only being able to own a restaurant, which I don't do very often, but just having a different lot type for my Sims to go to. That is my favorite thing about what these packs do, is having more gameplay options and lot types for my Sims. And that's exactly what Dine Out does to me. Does for me. I could have a kid's birthday party at a kid's restaurant or just a simple diner. I could have my Sims go out on a date to a diner. They could go to a middle class restaurant and have family reunions, have, I don't know, just another date. And then the higher end class ones, I could have like really fit, like celebrity dates. I can do weddings there if I wanted to. So Dine Out to me is universal. I love it. I can make any type of restaurant I want and it be somewhere that my Sims could do any type of event they want. So I love Dine Out. I could live without it, but it's still up there for me. This is Strangerville, I believe. It is. I'm gonna put that in child. Playability or replayability wise, that's pretty out the window, besides like the Marine, or not Marine, what is it, like the Army career or whatever, military. That could be playable all the time. But the whole concept of the pack is pretty story based or storyline based, and that's not very replayable to me. The little kick thingy, the kickbox thing, that seems pretty fun, but I rarely use punching bags in the first place. So it's just gonna stay in child. Again, I don't own the pack. I've watched many videos over the years that it's been out, and it's just not something that ever excited me. So it's gonna stay there, but it's not just no, because there are still some good things about the pack. Okay, Spa Day. Good. Ooh, Spa Day is good. Spa Day is very good. I love it. Again, it's like Dine Out to me. It's very replayable. Your Sims can go to the spa. Again, I don't do it too often because I don't play the game every single day. But if I need my Sims to wind down and go get a massage or a face mask, yes. But yoga mats and like the new bath things that they can do are probably two reasons that I do love Spa Day. Plus, their build and buy mode, like, is amazing. They hit or miss with these packs, and Spa Day was one they hit with. The mirrors, the yoga mats, the little meditation stool, the decor items. I love spa day. Period, point blank. Next up is outdoor retreat. We're gonna put outdoor retreat in meh. I love the concept of camping. Who does not love the concept of camping? I do. I don't use it very often though. I really don't. I occasionally use build and buy mode. Again, now that we're doing the zombie apocalypse challenge over on Twitch, I use it a little bit more for like the tents. I use it for like the little campfires, Franks and beans, stargazing, cloud gazing. You know what? Maybe this pack is pretty good. I do love cloud gazing. That's probably one of my favorite things about this pack. I'm gonna leave it in meh, but again, this is another pack that if there was a tier in between, it would go there. I do like it. It could be better. Point blank. Parenthood, easiest choice of my life. Put it up there. Put it up there. We don't have generations, so parenthood is all I have right now, and I cling to it with every fiber I have. Build and buy mode, probably some of my favorite stuff next to seasons. It's so universal. I love it. 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 Cass, same thing. Love it. I love it. Yes, it's like either, for me, it feels like a lot of teenage Cass and adult Cass. But again, that's what parenthood is about. It's about raising kids. So that's what the Cass would be about. And so, same for build and buy. So, I can't live without parenthood. I just really can't. I don't use the gameplay aspect as much. But if it just came down to build and buy and Cass, and some of the gameplay that I do use, I absolutely love it. I love it. Okay, Jungle Adventure. Dang, it's got to go in good. So I'm realizing I don't really play as much gameplay as I think. I really am basing a lot of what I'm ranking these for build and buy and Cass, because that's kind of where I spend 60% of my time. And I don't end up playing a ton of gameplay after that 60% because I'm tired. But overall, this pack is really good. Again, we're going to start off with Cass. They have some really good items. Some of them are only used really for distinct things. But if you put like this pack and outdoor retreat together, you could have a ball. If you're like that outdoorsy type player. But build and buy mode just takes the cake. You could just... If I was only basing this off build mode, this would probably be can't live without. Because I use those floors, those cabinets in like every build, and I have to tell myself to stop. The mirror. Oh, that mirror is so good. So I'm going to put it in good, just because this is an overall pack review. But if this was just about build and buy, this would be can't live without. Alright, and then we have the last game pack, which is vampires. Vampires. It's going to go in child for me. You can kind of see how I play the game, as I did say earlier before we started ranking these. It's not my cup of tea to have vampires, but even if it was, I wouldn't want to make a vampire every save, so the playability isn't really there. I have owned this pack. If you guys don't know, I switched from console to PC in 2019, and I owned pretty much every pack that came out on console before I left. And vampires was one of them. I didn't use it much. Some of the build and buy items, I feel like the only thing that I remember even having in this pack was like the cracks on the wall and the creepy pictures. That's kind of it for me. So the replayability is not really there. The build and buy mode is pretty, you know, for certain gameplay when you want to make a vampire or like a creepy house. That's kind of what I would use it for. Same for Cass. It's very vampire-esque, which I understand, but it's just not for me. So we're going to leave it there. Before we get into stuff packs, I'm going to say that supernatural, or not supernatural, is it supernatural? Supernatural stuff, I think is what it's called. It's not on this list. I could not find a list that had been updated to have it, so we'll do that pack last, and I'll just tell you where I would rank it, because I do now own it. Backyard stuff. Stuff packs are really hard to base, because obviously they don't have too much gameplay to them. They're stuff packs. But if I was rating it overall, I'm going to put it in meh. I feel like that's where I'm going to put it. I do use it quite often for the build and buy mode. Maybe I'll throw on something in Cass. But having like the little drink tray is nice. The backyard slip and slide is pretty nice. I also believe that the wind chimes and bird feeder came with this pack. I do like those two. So I'm going to put this in meh. I kind of feel like I'm making it sound good. I feel like most of these stuff packs are going to go in meh. So just be prepared. I'm going to put it in good. I'm sorry, I'm changing my mind. I don't know, guys. I'm like really overthinking this now. Just thinking of everything that the pack has. We're going to leave it in meh. We're going to leave it in meh. We're not going to touch it again. It's going to stay in meh. It's good, but it's not good. So that's where it's staying. Bowling stuff. I feel the same way. I kind of feel like I feel really neutral about all these stuff packs because it's hard to rank them overall. But I do love the fact that's another venue. Again, I love having more venues. So that's a plus for it. Being able to bowl is a plus. Didn't arcade games come with this? Or was that another pack? I think that came with Get Together. I'm not sure. I'm mixing up what comes in what pack now. But bowling stuff is meh. I do like those male jeans from this pack. Gorgeous. My favorite jeans outside of Cass. So these two are really good to me, but they're going to stay in meh. Kitchen stuff. I'm going to do child. I feel like it would be mad to me. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm ranking these incorrectly. I feel like bowling stuff and backyard should really be up and good. But kitchen stuff should be in mad to me. I kind of feel like I'm going to accidentally re-rank these when we're done. But I like them. You know what? Forget this. Forget this. I make the rules around here. I'm going to change everything. I'm changing it up and I don't care. This is more mad to me. I feel like it could be a better pack, but it's a stuff pack. The little ice cream maker is fun to have on your counter from time to time. The build and buy mode is really nice. Cass is pretty nice. But in the few things that we do get in gameplay, it makes it meh. These two, they're going to be in good. Fitness stuff, meh. I love the build and buy. I love the build and buy. Let's hear it one more time. I love the build and buy. The little ottoman they have, the pictures they have, the decor. Love it. Love it. What drags it down to me is that I don't really correlate to this pack to being for fitness. Yes, they have like the little climbing wall, which I have never placed in my life. They have new treadmills and stuff. Those are fun to have. Earbuds are actually really, I kind of do love the earbuds too. But again, I don't correlate this to being a fitness pack. I just enjoy the stuff that it comes with. So it's going to stay at meh. Kids room stuff. Kids room stuff. Boom. Meh. It's a good pack. Love the stuff in it, the few items and gameplay. I kind of feel the same way about most of these stuff packs. They usually have things that I love in build and buy mode because I do tend to build a lot, as I just realized. They do have fun stuff in Cass, and they do have a few fun gameplay items from time to time. So it's going to stay in meh. Laundry Day. Another controversial pack that I might have to fight somebody over. Cannot live without. I'm going to start off with build and buy mode because that is where I am most often. I love the concept of having laundry in my game. Do I love doing laundry in real life? Not really, but I have a laundry room and I love the option to have one in my game. For the Apocalypse Challenge right now, we're loving the clotheslines. I love this pack. I don't want to hear it. Build and buy mode, amazing. Not only in the items, but obviously that's what build and buy mode is. In the items and the playability and gameplay, yes. And Cass, yes. The little dress with the little vest, yes. The boots, yes. I can't live without this pack and I don't want to hear it from anybody. Luxury Party, just no. Just no. I don't own it. There are two stuff packs that I don't own, and the second one we will talk about when we get to it, but I don't need it at all. I don't even think that this pack exists unless I see something I want in the gallery and it's missing one item. Just no. I did own it on Xbox, but you get like 4 items in the whole pack and it's just not worth money. So it's going to be just no for me. Mosquito. Another controversial pack. People used to make fun of this pack. Mosquito, as a lot of people like to call it. This pack is good. It may even be amazing if this was just about build and buy. This pack is amazing. New cameras. Again, the build and buy, amazing. Cass is okay. That's why it brings it down some. Cass is okay. It's not that amazing. I don't love to have my Sims walk around in Moschino stuff because I like, a lot of times, even though I do have a ton of CC, a lot of times I do try and stick to Maxis match words. I know that may be like something coming from me because all my stuff says like Adidas and stuff in my game, but still, if I had the option, I would like Similish for everything. So that kind of brings it down, and then obviously it's only a stuff pack, so it doesn't come with a ton of gameplay. But overall, I think this pack is really good. Movie Hangout. It's meh. It's meh. I do forget about it most of the time. Popcorn machine can be fun if you want it. I think I've had like 3 Sims ever make popcorn. But it's there. I like it. Not much to say. Build and buy mode, nice. Cast, okay. It brings it to meh. My first pet, meh. Meh. I love the little new critters, but I feel like that pack should, I mean, everything that came in this pack should have already been in cats and dogs. So that's my cup of tea. That's all I could really say. But the items and the gameplay that we do get with it are goodish, but should have been included in cats and dogs. If these 2 packs were together, they may have been It Can't Live Without together. But they're not, so they won't be. Nifty knitting, good. I love knitting, or having my Sims knit, not even just the grandmas, but just everybody. So having them being able to knit, cast is good, build and buy is good. Love the rocking chairs. Love the rocking chairs. So nifty knitting in my books is a good pack. We have, what is this one? Is this backyard stuff? Oh, I think I mixed up some packs. I think I called the ice cream one, I don't know, I called one of them backyard stuff. I thought this was backyard stuff. This pack is something and it contains hot tubs. It's gonna go in meh. You know what, I'm gonna do chow for this one, actually. Because I can't even remember what the pack is called. This is another case of this and whatever this one is, I believe it to be backyard stuff, should have been 1 pack. Why do I need 2 packs? One specifically for hot tubs, one that specifically has a slip inside. Why couldn't they just be together, Sims? I don't know. So that's why this one's gonna go in child, because I rarely use hot tubs, and the few items that I can't even remember about this pack, I don't use too often, so it's gonna stay there. Romantic Garden. Meh. Don't get me wrong, it's a good pack. I like it. Build and Buy has some beautiful plants, some of the best plants ever, because, you know, it's based around plants. Cast is actually pretty nice. I do like it. And the few gameplay things like the wishing well, the fountains, those are pretty fun too. They're just not super good to me because I don't use them too often. But they're going to stay in meh, and I like it. This is the second pack, spooky stuff. This is the second pack that I don't own. Just know. This actually really made me mad when I owned this on console, and then Seasons came out. So spooky stuff came out first on console, I bought it, then Seasons came out, and I bought it. So tell me why I'm going through Build and Buy for Seasons, and I'm like, haven't I seen this item before? Am I really crazy? I'm not joking, guys. Maybe they updated it, maybe they didn't. I feel like they wouldn't have, but spooky stuff has some of the same items that Seasons has. I'm not joking, it does. There's like the little lantern, some of the wall decor. It's the same thing as Seasons. And it was like, what? It made me so mad because I was like, I spent $10 for this pack and $40 for this one, and I have some of the same exact items. That's a no. That's a no. So no, the only thing good about this pack is maybe the costumes, which I rarely have my Sims trick or treat, and if I did, I would just make up my own costumes. Plus the base game ones that we have. And then trick-or-treating, which the Sims kind of already do in Seasons. So I feel like this pack is literally not needed, except for like maybe the pumpkin carving, which I've used once. So just know for that pack. Tiny Living, good. Can I live without it? Yes. If there was a rank in between these, that's where Tiny Living would stand for me. But overall, I really do like Tiny Living. The build and buy mode and cast kind of represent gameplay to me. That's why I kind of do build and buy mode first, because of the fact that they have tiny items in Tiny Living that helps me with gameplay when I have tight spaces, if that made any sense to you. So build and buy really represents gameplay to me too. And then cast kind of comes in last because I do have a lot of CC, as I did mention. But if I didn't, this pack would be really good. I love the cast items that they do have. I love the build and buy items. And I love the fact that you can have a tiny home because my mom has a tiny home. And I love the fact that I can create her life to the fullest. So I love this pack. It's really good. What is this? Toddler stuff? Meh. This is another case of this pack and this pack should have been one. That's how I feel. That's that. The few items that we do get, the toddler slide, the ball pit I don't use too much because it's really big. I really wish that we had like a smaller one for personal use and then the bigger one for like playgrounds and daycares and stuff. And I wish we would have got daycares. I wish we would have got babysitting. Those two things would have gone hand in hand with this pack. So I feel like this pack is lacking a lot and could have been combined with kids stuff. And then it would be in good. So that's where it stands. The last pack on this list, we do have one more pack to talk about, Supernatural. But this pack right here is, what is this pack called? Luxury stuff? Something like that. It's going to go on meh because it's another case of I can't remember the name. So why do I remember you? It's a good pack. Never used a butler, but I feel like I will in my lifetime. The vanities are pretty cute sometimes. I do like one of the suits that comes in this pack. I love it too much. So it's going to stand meh. It's going to stand meh. It has good parts, really good parts. And then there's parts that are like boring. So that's why it stays in the middle. And that's why a lot of these stuff packs stay in the middle. They do have really good qualities, but other things drag them down, which is why they chill out in the meh section. So guys, we're going to save this because I really want to save it. Or not now. But the last pack that we can talk about is Supernatural stuff. I've only used it for the few days that I've had it. Someone gifted to me. Shout out to Mama Zenobia, guys. I'm going to have her YouTube channel linked down in the description. She is amazing. She found me over on Twitch and she's just so sweet. Like I said, she does have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to link her down below. And she gifted me this pack. I didn't even plan on buying it anytime soon. I knew I eventually would, but I didn't. And she gifted it to me. So thank you so much. But from what I have seen and from what I have played, I would put Supernatural stuff, I think that's what it's called. Paranormal stuff, that's what it's called. That's what it's called. Paranormal stuff would be in good to me. Build and buy. Why can't y'all just hit every pack the way you do with build and buy? If they had build and buy like the top rank packs for all of them, we would be winning in The Sims. So it would be in good for me for build and buy. The fact that you can have like the spiritualist career or whatever, the ghost hunter, I don't remember what it's called. I love that aspect. I don't know if they have tarot cards. I feel like I may be making that up, but they may. And they probably do. So again, that is an aspect that some people that I know in life do. Tarot cards, all that. Spiritualist, I love that. That is not a cult to me. That is real life. I believe in spirits myself. So that is something that I do love to have in the game. And Cass is really good as well. I believe there's a specific hairstyle that I'm like in love with. I can't remember which one it is, but it's amazing. But guys, I have just ranked all the packs. Here's Can't Live Without, Good, Meh, Child, and Just Know. Just Know. Those three packs, just know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you liked how I ranked the packs. I will also link this ranking chart down below so you guys can do it yourself, and share it with me. Tell me how you feel about the packs in the comments. Do you agree with my top picks or do you disagree with my lower picks? I don't know. You guys let me know. But if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so I know that you guys are enjoying the content and it helps reach other people. But anyway, guys, if you don't already know, I do post new videos every Tuesday and Saturday here on YouTube. So if you aren't already, please don't forget to hit that sub button along with your noti bell right next to it so you never miss when we go live. We also go live post a video every time we post a video. But we do go live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday over on Twitch. The link is always in my description. And if you guys are ready for more content or you just want to stay up to date with everything about Dreadhead Gamer Girl herself, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and even join the Gallic Gamer Discord because it's a ton of fun over there. Also, all of those linked down in the description as always. But anyway, guys, keep on enjoying the thrill of the game, and if you can dream it, you can be it. Until next time, guys. Bye.